Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Artika and today I am very excited because this will be my first digital art video. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So I will start with a very rough sketch. It's very rough because basically this sketch is just for me to assume the proportion of the character. So it will be like this. And as you can see, for this rough sketch, I used 2 layers. So what I will do is that I just merge it and then rename it as the first sketch. And then after adding another layer onto the first sketch, I will decrease the opacity of the first sketch. And on the second layer, by using the HP pencil, I will make another sketch based on the first sketch. By the way, for the first sketch, just now I used the Procreate pencil, and for this time I used the HP pencil. And to be honest, really doesn't matter because I just want to experiment and see which brush that I'm most comfortable with. But in case you're asking what kind of brushes I use, I always will display it on the right side of the screen, so don't worry about that. So what I will do is that I will make a sketch but more details. So like I mentioned, the first sketch is more about how I want to determine the proportion, but the second one is more adding sketch for the details like the uniforms, the buttons, the ties, you know, that kind of thing. And I know it's kind of confusing here, but actually what I did just merge all the sketching that I've done and then add another layer, which will be my third sketch. Yes, I sketched this multiple times because I think that's normal if you want to create something, like sketch as many as possible until you feel the most okay with it. Then let's go to the lining, and for the lining I will use only 2 brushes, which are the monoline and the studio pen. But most of the times I will just use the monoline, but if I want a thinner line I will use the studio pen. Like the name line, so it's very simple, it's just retrace it but with better shape. By the way, I'm so sorry about the screen recording which is in the vertical mode because to be honest, I screen record this only for my personal use, but after post like a shorts about this drawing on the YouTube short, you guys really love it, the algorithm really like it, so I think like why not I share it as a full video, right? So I'm so sorry about that, but hopefully you still like it. After finish the lining, I will make the lining layer as the reference because by doing that, you can just drag a color and voila! It's so simple and interesting. So you know what I'm going to do right now? Drag and drop everything. So the drag and drop are just for the flat color. Then I will add the details, which I will start with the eyes. By still using the monoline pen, I will drag like a darker blue. And I will draw like arc. I don't know. You know when you're drawing anime, the eyes always have those kind of shapes, so I just recreate it. I then Gaussian blurred it. Add the black dots on the eyes, also add the whites for the shining and sparkling. So after all, the eyes will look like this. Then I will continue with the shadow, which I only show how I shadow the hair, because basically I just do the same steps for every kind of shadow. So I will just show one. So firstly, I will start by choosing the Studio Pen brush, and then I color the spaces which I think the shadow will hit. And for me personally, it doesn't really matter whether your shadow is correct or not, because a lot of artists exaggerate things. Sometimes in real life, shadow doesn't hit that part. But as an artist, you want the drawing to look realistic, so you exaggerate the shadow. So it doesn't really matter if you're wrong or right, because along the way you will learn. Then I am not really sure about the highlights. I have this kind of problems, but I think a lot of animes have highlights on the hair, so I will just like do that with light brown and then reduce the opacity. Don't forget to add the background because it really helps to pop out the character more. And also don't forget to write your name, my name. So with that being said, if you watched until here, thank you for watching. I really appreciate that, and hopefully you have a very nice day today. Bye!